And we are.
Greetings. I am Alicia Minto coming in from South Carolina.
Hey, what's going on? It's Chris K from New Jersey.
And it's your girl, Tasheen Poole, coming in from South Carolina.
We are bringing you real money talk.
With real struggles on a real journey to financial freedom.
We are called to break down the global economic concepts and ideas.
To help you grasp and understand the realities of what's happening and how it impacts your livelihood. Greetings, I am Alicia Minto coming in from South Carolina.
Hear the red pill perspective from, hear the red pill revelation from our perspective as thinkers as we navigate through this twilight zone and what we can do in the now to protect ourselves.
We are the Real Money Entourage.
Oh, we are the Real Money Entourage. Guys, you know, I'm sorry, it's a delay. It is a strong delay. Sorry. Go ahead, Alicia.
So we are the Real Money Entourage, and we are having a little bit of technical difficulty. I think we're hearing echoes and we're getting delays, but we're gonna push and pursue to get this message out to you. So we got obligations to take care of here.
That is right. We are indeed, guys. Tasheen again, we are the Real Money Entourage. And like Alicia said, we are having a little bit of technical difficulties, but thank you for watching. We came to you on Monday, and you can actually check out that show, which was done on Monday, by going to our channel or here, and you want to subscribe and like. But we talked about, we just had this conversation. We talked about real money because we had a Real Money Entourage, and Alicia felt and deemed it necessary that we've done like 6 episodes already, and we hadn't really covered what real money is. So she deemed it necessary to, first of all, apologize to you guys for not setting the stage, and then to let you know what real money is. So last episode, we digested that. We talked about the difference between currency and money, and we also kind of touched on the term fiat. And so today we're going to give you the second half of that. So with that, then I am going to go ahead and then turn it over to you, ma'am.
All right. And yes, like I just said a little while ago, we have an obligation to get this information out. So we're pushing and pursuing through it all, through the adversity, to make sure we're getting this information out to you guys. So yes, currency versus money. And the one thing that we realized currency did not possess, which is an attribute of money, is that it has to be a store of value, right? We understand that currency, cash dollars, greenbacks, whatever you want to call them, that they are a medium of exchange. You use them to get what you need. You just exchange them, you move them around. But when you're talking about real money, you need something that's going to store and hold its value. So whatever it is worth today, it's going to be worth 20 years from now, okay? It's going to hold that value. If you put $20 in it today, it's going to be $20 tomorrow, if not more, right? Preferably more, but definitely not less. So it's going to hold, it's going to grow. And so we want to make sure that you all understand that there are things that cause the dollar to not store its value.
Alicia, before you get into that, you was about to tear it up. So yes, we are going to talk about the store value. But before you get into deep into the store value, you said, you dropped a nugget, and I had to bring it back around because it was good. You said currency is like the current in the river.
Yeah.
Just like you just broke it down, it's meant to be moved from place to place.
Yeah.
So when you actually are moving your currency, you actually can exchange for a different currency, right? Yeah. A different form of,
or a different form of money. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, that's all I wanted to drop that nugget, ma'am. Go ahead.
Move that currency into something that is going to grow for you, not something that's going to depreciate. So yeah, so store values, the things that take away the store value are things like taxation and inflation. So today we really want to delve in on inflation and what that looks like, and understanding that it's not that things cost more, it's the fact that you've lost purchasing power in your dollar. So your dollars are not holding their store value, which means they're not money. They are fiat currency. So we have an example, and I'm just going to put it out there. We are a part of Wealth Builders Worldwide. We are Carrot Bar's affiliates. So the screen that you're going to see right now shows someone moving their currency into a greater store value, or store value, which is 24 karat 999.9 monetary grade bullion gold. Okay, so in September of 2018, we have $2,000, 2,000 euros, excuse me, 2,203 euros moved into an asset, which is gold, and 51 grams. So you're looking at the bottom. Today, those 51 grams, or let me back up a little bit.
Please.
So the grams cost at that point, like 43.21 euros a gram. Today, or excuse me, March 30th, 2020, the gram costs $60.10. So you've already seen the increase of 1689 euros.
It's the increase.
An increase, yes.
Increase.
So now if you're looking at those 51 grams with that 1689 euro increase, you're talking an $861, euro increase. Now that's a huge difference, and we're not even talking a full year. We're talking September 2018 to March of 2020. And that is how much has grown. So we're talking about a 39% increase just by moving your currency, move into a store of value, which is, in this case, gold, monetary grade gold. This is the same gold that is used to settle wars. This is the same grade of gold that the banks are sitting on while they're giving you currency. Okay, they're giving you cotton. They're giving you cotton, and they're sitting on something that you can clearly see right here, because the numbers don't lie, have increased by 39%.
Wow. Now, Alicia, before you go to the second, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you right fast, just for the record, so whoever's listening. When you say you made that 39% increase, that was all the saving money versus not investing money.
Hold on, is it me, or is it the audio? Okay, so Chris, your audio is off, so we didn't hear what you said, sir.
One more time.
So that was you saving money versus you investing money into something else, correct?
That is correct. That is you simply exchanging, like we said in the last video. It is a simple exchange. This is your cash. This is an asset, or gold in this case, and all you're doing is switching it over. That's it. You're just moving it. Like taking 4 quarters and making it $1. You're not buying anything, you're not spending anything. You are taking one thing, putting it into something better. And that's it. That's all you see here. And you could walk away from it and come back a year and a half later, and you've made 39% increase.
Wow. Alicia, before you get to, because I'm sure you're going to tell us like how, compare it to if I had a savings account, right? But Chris, did you want to add to that? Because you mentioned saving versus investing, and oftentimes people do get those two things mixed up, like they're the same and they're actually not. So before Alicia get to the inflation, do you want to touch on that, or even anything about this that she has shown us?
No, that was I just wanted to add on, because a lot of people, like you said, they get the misinterpretation of investment, and this is not an investment. You invest anything, it implies a ring in the pocket, that you would just take the money versus her putting it into something else. What was it going to make a profit? So That's a big difference in itself. You're saving money versus giving money to somebody else to do something. Go ahead, I'm sorry for me.
No, that's fine. And I just want to kind of restate what I believe you said, because the audio is a little off. But when we're talking about acquiring gold, and we have to bring this up because in March of 2019, gold was reclassified as a tier 1 asset, which means there's no risk involved. Now, we said it before, that wasn't made public information. That wasn't on the 6 o'clock news. That wasn't a meme on Facebook. However you get your information, you didn't get that information. And so there's something happening that you can feel happening right now, but there's something happening behind the scenes. Gold is on the rise. Stocks are propped up. Gold is not an investment. It is a safe store value. And you can see your profits right here. And you're not relying on some person behind a curtain to trade your stocks or to, put it somewhere where they feel it's best based on the knowledge that they may have as a trader or a stockbroker. So you want to definitely take control of the economy in your own home. That is number one. And pay yourself by exchanging currency for a tier 1 asset whenever and however you can. And you don't have to use these large numbers. Work your way up. You can start very, very small. And that's the one thing that I do love about, Karatbars International. You can start, as you see at the top right-hand corner, €6. $6. It's about $7.
And it's going up.
And
it's going up. It's actually, it's like 6.17 today, euro.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's
You can
definitely
start building your house brick by brick. You don't have to build the whole house in a day. Start with a solid foundation, gold, and start building it brick by brick. So we're going to move over to that inflation calendar. And it's not very easy to see, but the point is this.
Did you want me to show the one that we can do, or you want to?
Yeah, you can show that one. That's fine.
Correct.
I'm sorry, Chris, what'd you say?
You can pull that up on the Google search.
No, I can't hear you. Listen, why don't you see if you can come out and go back in? Come right back in.
We'll be here.
Yeah. Okay. So, Alicia, did you say you wanted to pull?
No, you can pull
the same image. The same image is cool. Okay.
Same image is fine, because at the end of the day, people know that their cereal boxes have gotten smaller and they're paying more. People know that those ice cream have gotten less than a half a gallon and they're paying more. People know, that they're paying $17 last I saw for some toilet paper that wasn't worth $17. So people see that inflation is a thing, that it's possible, and that we're really moving into hyperinflation due to these dollars continuously being printed. However, to get back to this graphic, so inflation calendar bottom right, we wanted to show you that the same amount of money, dollars, that was exchanged in 2018, if you put that into a savings account, if you just let it sit there, and then in 2020, you look at it today, the inflation is 3%, and you've lost. So let's say you wanted to purchase what's 2,000 or something dollars. Let's say I don't know.
I don't know what's two.
Let's see, a riding lawnmower or something. I don't know. Let's say you wanted to buy.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
Okay.
And you had $2,427 in the bank in 2018, and then you took it out and you bought the lawnmower. Cool. Well, that same $2,427, if you said, oh, I'll just wait a couple more years, and then you go back to pull it out, it's not there. What has happened is the money may be there, but the cost of that riding lawnmower has gone up because of inflation. The same machine, the same manufacturer, the same model now costs you $2,500 because of inflation. So you have lost purchasing power of 3%. So you have to ask yourself, would you rather gain 39% by placing your money in a greater store of value, or would you rather lose 3% by keeping it in a traditional bank and losing to inflation? So you have to ask yourself. I mean, I hate to say that it's a simple concept, because if your mind isn't open to receive it, it sounds very complicated. But these are numbers. This is not emotion. This is math. And all we're doing is trying to is deliver this message so that you can see that what you've been doing is why you are where you are right now. And you've got to do something.
That is so good. And as you guys can see at the top of the screen, the numbers tell the truth. So it has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with emotion or anything like that. And we're not promoting carrot bars either. We are real people, and we just have found a vehicle to help us navigate through this twilight zone.
Right.
So we're just sharing with you literally what we're doing to protect ourselves and get ready so that you can do the same thing, or hopefully you at least take something that we give you and it can help you through your next step or whatever it is that you're going through, especially right now. Right. So Chris, Alicia, you talk.
Go ahead. I say this, because we are not financial advisors. I do not have a series 6, 7, 8, 12. I don't have any of that. But like Tasheen said, so we're not financial advisors. We're not telling you what to do with your money. These are real numbers, but we can't guarantee you anything. What we do know is if you look at the history of the price, not the value of gold. If you look at the history of the price of gold, then and now, and I mean last year, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and now, you are winning. You would be winning if you acquired gold a year ago. You'd be winning if you acquired gold 6 months ago.
Man.
You'd be winning if you acquired gold last night to today.
That's a fact.
And we are all winning.
That's the reality of it. So we're not telling you what to do with your money. We're just letting you know, like Tasheen said, that we found a better system. And why wouldn't we share that? So real quick example, I showed Tasheen this money system. And I'm already saving for myself, right? I've got myself situated. I've put on my own oxygen mask, and now I want to give her an oxygen mask to put on. Well, she's going to save herself, put her oxygen mask on, start to save. And because I shared that with her, I get paid in currency and in free gold. She tells Chris, well, she's got her oxygen mask on. She tells Chris, he puts his on, he starts saving. Well, guess what? Because she told him, now she gets paid in fiat currency and she gets free gold. And so do I. This is a group economics system. She's not paying me. Chris isn't paying her. I mean, you have make it make sense, right? We're all getting paid because we're sharing information with you to help you put yourself in a better financial situation. And this is not, instant gratification. This is not get rich overnight. You can, depends on your work ethic in this system. However, this is not those things. And what we have won't rot. What we have won't expire. What we have, you probably won't digest it, but I'm telling you, it's you're not going to eat it.
Look, it's durable. It's divisible. It has a store of value. It's a unit of account. It's real money. It is real money. And most of us don't even know that. Again, we're not, like what Alicia just said, we are not financial advisors or anything, but we are wealth builders. We are literally building wealth for ourselves and our family. So Alicia, because she gave me an oxygen mask, does not mean that she's selling me gold. She's acquiring gold for herself. And because she gave me the word, as you would with any of your friends, family, anybody that you love, something's good, you're going to share it with them automatically.
I remember
forever.
We shared that all day, all night.
Right. So we don't have that much time, but I wanted Chris to kind of tackle. So Alicia, you talked about the inflation, you broke that down. You talked about all that. Chris, can you bring it home with the inflation in terms of this money that is being printed into thin, just been printing out of thin air? Can you talk to us about that, sir?
Did we lose him again?
Frozen?
He may be. So let's end the conversation. It's okay. He'll come back.
Okay.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk about the money. So they are printing in the last episode, Chris, well, not the last, but the one before that. I don't even know if it's still a thing. Are they still talking about the $2,000 stimulus?
I haven't heard any more about it. However, we know that 484 billion is being printed again, or is being pumped into the economy for small businesses, and they just approved that. So there's
484 billion. So Chris, you came back right on time.
Right on time.
I seen earlier too that they posted they had dropped that bill. That's crazy, man. Like,
I was gonna ask you if you can bring it home with our last few minutes. Alicia talked about inflation. She gave us the inflation calculator, and she compared it to saving paper versus real money. Can you tell us about the inflation and how the paper dollars, how that is actually going to affect us with them printing all of this money? $438 billion. Yeah, what does that look like for us?
I mean, pretty much it's going to add more debt to the country, of course. I mean, the money's getting printed out of nowhere. It really don't make no sense at this point. I mean, who's going to pay this money back? That's the question. There's certain questions. When there's certain things arise, you have to ask yourself certain questions. If you don't, you have to sit back and me, off of what Miss Alicia just said about the bill being passed, that's the first thing that came to my mind was who's going to pay this back? Because it's not backed by anything, so it's not like this money is being printed and recouped. This money, it's a problem. The money's not being recouped. The money's not, it's going out and it's not coming back in circulation. And y'all are still printing more money? Like, I don't understand. So, I mean, at this point, it's obvious that it's a run game. They're just trying to run it up right now. So the best thing we should do collectively is, maneuver, try to find a contingency or something. We need to do something outside of what they're doing. If not, they're going to keep printing more money and there's going to be more debt. And we have to take care of that. We have to hold that debt down. They're not holding that debt. Who else going to hold that debt?
Our kids and our grandkids.
It's sad. And people too don't understand either is the taxes that we pay. Taxes, and you mentioned that, Alicia, at the beginning of the show about taxation being one of the reasons that people don't have money. Right. Or currency to move because they pay taxes. Chris gave us a list of taxes that we pay. Yeah. He ran out of breath before he could get to the end because it's so much. And it's crazy that we don't even question it. Right. So like he said, we do need a contingency plan. And I'm going to say this again, we're not promoting carrot bars. We just have a system that allows it to work where we can plug into, where we have real teachers. We have real teachers who are real people who have really struggled. They started from the bottom. Now they're here. And that's, everybody kind of has that story within our network. So that is what makes this so unique and so great because everybody has a started from the bottom story, right? And we're the largest group of people that are saving to close the wealth gap. Mr. Best talks about it all the time. People talk about what they're doing. And we protest and we want to do this, but we have an opportunity to be a part of a global economy that directly affects your house. Right. And it doesn't take any money. It's the only system that I can think of off the top of my head that doesn't take money from you. You are, like you said, exchanging one currency for another.
You cannot buy money. And this contingency plan, just like we have contingency plans for our health care, so we have health insurance, we have contingency plans for our cars, we have car insurance, we have life insurance if something were to happen to us, right? All of these things are just in case. They're just in case. but if you don't have them, you're out of luck. So
Yeah.
this is our financial insurance. This is our sweat equity insurance. This is our cash insurance, if you will.
Our bag security.
Our bag security, really.
Really, because the bags people are chasing have holes in them. They have holes in them. Have holes in them.
Exactly.
So that's right.
If nothing else, we would always rather be a year early than a day late.
Oh, yes. Ooh.
And I heard that from Mr. Ricardo Hamilton. He always says that I'd rather be a year early than a day late. And that's the way it is, because when the thing falls, when whatever crashes, what will you have? What will you have? So you want to be prepared like anything else.
Awesome. And I'm just grateful that I get to be on the platform with you guys. So let me say that publicly. So thank you for you guys' energy and all of that. We're going to close up now. Chris, of course, I want you to close us out. But before he does, I do want to...
Stay out the hair salons. Okay. Sorry.
Go ahead, Alicia.
That's all. Just stay out the hair salons, stay out the barbershops. Just be careful.
Oh, yeah. The gym, all of that.
Be careful. That's all.
And I wanted to just say that, yes, that was a lot of information we brought you. Basically, we got our reference because we use real teachers from The Hidden Secrets of Money. So we kind of dissected that first episode. We are going to hopefully go ahead next episode and dive into a little bit deeper. Alicia just said you want to be prepared, and a lot of us may not know what we're preparing for. You may not see the smoke and mirrors and stuff, so that's why you got the red pill revelation here, or the Real Money Entourage, to bring you the red pill revelation so that you can actually see it from all perspectives. So Chris, with that, so I'm going to let you close us out.
I like how you kind of put me on the spot like this every time. I just want to say on behalf of the Real Money Entourage, it's imperative that you do some research. If you had the time to tune in for 2 seconds and hear anything, please research. Please confirm what we're saying. We're not telling you what to do. We're just throwing some information in the air. Hopefully, you can grab, grab a hold of something, something real and authentic. Continue to love your family. Continue to seek truth and be on a quest for freedom. Nobody want to be held down. We looking for freedom. So I tell everybody, do the 1, 2, and 3, man. Love all. Peace.
Ow.